This is gonna be my first running interview for my blog, Addicted to Running. My first guest is gonna be Joseph Bridgeforth. Yes, my brother. But hey, he volunteered. So he runs in Lakeside, California, which is where we're all from generally. He has several 5Ks, definitely too many to count, like myself and most of us runners out there. One 10K, which hopefully soon he'll be able to break that PR, but his 10K coming up tomorrow, he'll be able to tell you about that later. No half marathons yet. Hopefully that'll change after Christmas with the Operation Jack half marathon. And then 2 full marathons. Last one, I did beat him by almost an hour. So we'll get that started off. First question to Joseph is going to be, when did you start running and why?
I started running in high school, my freshman year of high school. My dad came home one night after a parent night, and he somehow convinced us to run. Told us that it would get me and my older brother in shape, my older brother Keith in shape for lacrosse. We also play lacrosse a lot, and we played lacrosse for a long time. I played since I was in 7th grade. So he told us it would get us to shape, and the cross-country coach needed more runners. So needless to say, the week after the parent night, we were at practice and we started running races.
I know Joseph's a shoe nerd just like myself. We could talk about shoes probably way too long for this interview. But this question is going to be, what shoes do you run in normally? And I mean normally like more than 50% of the time. What would you pick out? And then those ones are obviously going to be your favorite. And then do you have a different trail shoe? I know people split up that. And then also a different race shoe.
All right, yeah, I've got too many pairs of shoes, but anyways, probably my favorite, like, let me see. Wait, can you say that again? What trail shoe? Road shoe?
If you had to pick a shoe to normally run in, which one would you just pick just to go out and do a quick run?
All right. I'd probably pick either my Vivo Barefoot Neos or my New Balance Roads. But I mean, I run in all my shoes, so it's like kind of hard to narrow down like what shoe I would run. I probably would run in my New Balance road shoes or New Balance Minimus road shoes because they're kind of just an all-around good shoe. You can run on trails with them if you wanted to. You can run on roads, so. I mean, they're all around pretty good shoe to run in if I had to just choose one.
This is number 3, trail or road, and why? If you had to pick one to run in for the rest of the year, which would you pick, the trail or the road?
I would probably pick the trail just because there's so many more different types of runs. You can run on a rocky course, you can run on a pretty flat course, you can run on one with more sand. There's so many more different options. There's a lot of different terrain. There's hills, big hills, small hills. There's a lot of different options when it comes to trails. But road, it's just pretty much just straight road, asphalt or gravel or concrete or whatever. So it's a little bit more, you have more flexibility when it comes to trails.
So just give us some of your thoughts on the minimal barefoot running movement. And
I think it's a great idea because it's really helping people that have a lot of injury or whatnot to really understand why they have that injury, what goes into that. And it's helping them to get better form. I mean, just from personal preference from running in high school, having shin splints all the time, and now running more minimal with more of a mid-foot, forefoot strike.
So what's your take on programs like CrossFit Endurance or other strength programs for running?
For me, it's something I would do, but like right now, like I'm just trying to train for college, so trying to get miles in. But I mean, for anybody, like I definitely would recommend it. Just for me, I haven't tried it out enough, I guess, to know enough about it. But I mean, obviously, it's working. Like you said, like a lot of people love it as long as you're getting that endurance in. And I think if you're a runner, like getting like you said, that upper body strength, getting like doing some type of other workout besides just running is definitely going to improve your running.
What's some of the questions you're asked most about running?
Well, people ask me about my shoes a lot, which is understandable because people are used to a normal, regular shoe with like a 10mm heel to toe drop. So it's when they see like a barefoot shoe, they don't know why you're running it.
What's your favorite racer you've been a part of to date?
My favorite race is probably, it was on 9/11 of last year, 2011. It was the first annual San Diego Run to Remember, and I had just signed up on it. I found it on Daily Mile, and then I signed up for the race like the week before. And I was just wanted to do a race, so I just signed up for it. And then to find out that it was the first annual, and then to run in the race and get first place was also like surprising to me. I mean, I didn't run like a super fast race. I think I only ran like a 20-minute, 40-second 5K. So it's not super fast, but to run in the race and get first place was pretty exciting to me.
If you had to pick one sponsor for yourself, who would it be and why?
I think I mentioned in my paper interview that I would be sponsored by like Vivo Barefoot or someone like that, more like a minimal company, just because to spread the minimal movement, kind of like better perform, all of that good stuff. And they're not really known too well in like San Diego County area, so West Coast or East Coast for that matter, I don't know. So just to like spread that movement, the barefoot movement a little bit, would be a good company to get sponsored by, I think.
If you could run with someone famous, who would it be? And pretty much why, and why could you keep up?
I'd probably, if I could run with someone famous, it'd probably be Ryan Hall, because he's just been a good inspiration for me. I'm like halfway through reading his book, and just the way that he talks about his running career and how
What's the book called?
it's called Running with Joy. It's written by him. It's his like 12. It's like his 10-week, I think, 10 or 12-week description or whatever up until the Boston Marathon in 2010. So, yeah, just because he's not afraid to like tell you who he is, and he's pretty real in his book. So I mean, he's not holding anything back, and just the fact that he's a Christian, he goes to church and all that, it's easy for me to relate to, I guess. And so when he talks about stuff like that, it inspires me to want to run more, and that I can really truly get better at running, and there's a whole lot more.
Well, awesome. Well, thanks to Joseph, even though, yeah, he's my brother, so he winds up being the guinea pig. But I hope you guys look forward to more interviews, video interviews, rather than just having to sit down and read. I'm going to try to make them a little bit quicker, but they just kind of are going to go how they go. So thank you all for watching. I hope you tune in for more. I'm going to try to do this weekly, at least written ones weekly, and we'll see if I can talk people on Twitter into doing Skype interviews. So again, thanks for watching. Thanks for Joseph coming on. Hope to see you guys next week.